Now we are going to create our footer. So we can close this navbar, and then we can come to our footer. And in this footer, we are going to use we're going to need a copyright logo for the footer, and also some footer links. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to paste this from the going to get the copyright sign, the footer logo, and the footer links, and the social media. So let me remove this and then add this down here. And then now we want to do a footer, and this footer is going to have a class of max container. And if I open my CSS, where is my CSS? Here it is. You can see we have a max container which just gives a max width of 1440 and then a margin of 0 and auto. That's the max container. Then below here we want to do a div of class name flex and a justify between item center is going to be justify between, and then items center, and then we want to do item start, not like center but item start, sorry, start. And then we want to do a gap of 20, and then you want to do a flex wrap, and then we want to do in large devices, we want to do a flex column maximum, no, like in medium devices. Let me see. Yeah, so we want to do that, and then inside this div we are going to, let's scroll down to the footer, there it is, and then we are going to do another div, a flex div, and here we want to do flex column, and then items start. Inside here is where we're going to add our logo, so it's going to be an a tag link to the home page, and then we want to do an img here. This img is going to have a source of the footer logo, and then we want to give it an alt of logo, and then we want to do width of 150, a width of 150, and then we want to do a height of 46, and then we want to do a class name. We want to do a class name of margin of 0. So let's scroll down, and as you can see here we have our logo there, and if I click it, it's taking us to the home page. So the next thing we're going to add here is let me come to the actual website. We have these details in the footer, this get shoes ready for new term at your nearest Nike store. So let's do this. Below here we are going to do a p tag, and then let's give it a, let me do this p tag, and then this class name is going to be margin top of 6, and then we want to do a text base, and then a leading of, we can do 8, and then we want to do font. We want to use this font we installed earlier, and then you want to do text white. You can use any font, you can use Satoshi, you can use Inter, any of those, and then we want to do text white, and then we want to do in small, maximum width to be small, like that. And then now inside here we are going to put this text, so let me copy it, then let me paste it here, but this was not supposed to be a div but a p tag, like that. So let me come here and let's see if we have that text. Yeah, we have that text there, and then now below the p tag is where we're going to map our footer links, and the footer links we're getting them from the constants that you remember the constants earlier. So inside this div, yeah, below here we are not mapping the links, we are first going to map the icons for the social media. So below here we want to do a flex, and then items to be center, then we want to do gap of 5, and then a margin top to separate it from the text of, we can do 8, and then inside here we want to map the social media. I want to do dot map, and then inside here we can do icon, then it's going to be a function like that. Then inside here you want to do a div, and this div is going to have a class name of flex. So I'll do this, a flex, and then the flex is going to be justify not between but center, and then you want to have an item center, and then you also want to do the width of 12, then height of 12, then bg of whites, not a background of whites, and then you want to do rounded full because it will be a circle for the icons, so it's rounded full. Let me scroll down. You can see we have the circles there, and then below here we are going to actually are supposed to add a key here, so it's going to be key, going to be icon, and then inside here now we are going to add the img, so it's going to be img, and the source is going to be icon source, so it's going to be icon.src. all these are coming from the constants, so here I'm going to do icon.alt, and then what else? You can do a width of 24, and also a height of 24, like that. So you can see here we now have our links. So if I maximize this, you can see we have our links there. So let's come back, and you can make these links responsive by making this an a tag, and then add the link to your accounts. So below two divs down, so let's collapse this. So two divs down, you want to map our link, so we're going to add a flex, and then flex 1, then you want to do justify between, and then we want to do a large of gap 10, and then a general gap of 20, and then we want to do flex wrap, like that. And then now inside here you want to map our links, so it's going to be footer links.map, and then we want to map section, and then function, and then we want to add a div here, and then this div is going to have a key of section.title, and I created a video on how you can create a footer. You can go and watch that, but they are just something similar, so let's just stick with this one. So this div is not going to have a class name, so let me remove this, and then inside this div we can do a h4, and this h4 is going to have a class name of text to excel, like that. Then we want to add a font here, so let's use this, and then we want to do leading of normal. You can see what this leading does. It gives a line height to a text, and then we want to do font medium, and then we want to do margin bottom of 6, and then let's say text white, like that. And then now inside here we're going to map our section.title, like that. And now we can see that you have the product, you have the help, and then you have the get in touch. You can make this. Let's do this. Let's see how it will look like if you underline. That's better, right? And then now below this h4 we want to do ordered list, and then we're going now to map the section.links.map, and then want to map link, then function, let's see, and then inside here I want to do an li, and these links are going to have a class name of margin top, so let's do a li.margin top of 3, and then we want to use this font, the same font we've been using, and then we want to do text base, also do a leading of normal, then you want to do text white like that, and then you also want to do a hover. So when you hover, you want this to be text gray, let's say text gray. Let's see which one. Let's see, this one is better. And then now inside this li, we want to add an a tag. Then this a tag is going to have a ref of link.ref, and then we can now put link.name here, link.name, like that. If I scroll down, you can see now we have the links here. We have the a tags, but I don't know why they are not the cursor ain't pointer, but you can change that on your own. So below this one, and then not that one, but this one, and then 2 divs down, you want to add another section which is going to be flex, and then here you want to do justify between, and then here you can do text white like that, and then you can do margin top of 24, and then you can do max small to flex column, and then you can do max small to do item center, and then inside here shift alt F, and then inside here we want to add a div of class name flex, also class name of flex, and then flex one, and then justify start item center gap of 2, and then font, we're going to use the other font, the same font, sorry. Then we want to do cursor pointer, which we should have also done for these links. Let's see, supposed to do cursor pointer. So let's see, now you can see cursor pointer, and then inside here let's add a image. This image source is going to be copyright sign, and then the alt is going to be copyright, and then we can do a width of 20, and then we can do a height of 20, and then let's scroll down. You can see we have this copyright, but instead of adding this copyright sign, you can do this, you can do at copy, and then like this, I think so. You can see now we have another copyright sign, so you can use this instead of using that img, but now we are going to stick with the img. So let's add a text below the img, which is going to be, let's add it here. So copyright rights reserved, and then my name there, I can space it here, and then now below this div I want to add another p tag. You want to do a p tag, and this p tag is going to be font. Let me first do the p tag. Then you can do class name of font this font Montserrat, and then you want to do cursor pointer, and then inside here you want to do terms and conditions, and do terms and conditions, and then we add the copyright sign, copy, and then we do 2023. So you can see we have the terms and conditions here. So if I extend this, you can see now we have a footer there, and we have created a navbar. So what is remaining is to create the popular products, quality services, deals, and also our hero page here. So in the next step, we are going to create our hero section.